What is up, everybody? How y'all doing? How you doing? It is time for the weekly forecast. I haven't done a weekly forecast in a minute, have I? Been busy, man. But we're going to go ahead and knock out this weekly forecast here tonight. So, for those of you who need a personal reading, you know what to do. Just check the description of the video. That's where you'll find everything you need to know. All right, I don't want to babble. Let's jump into this. Let's see what messages we have for Aries for the week. What are the messages for Aries for the week, universe? Ooh, the Justice. Some of you dealing with a Libra. Somebody giving you the silent treatment. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm seeing a couple of things here. I'm definitely seeing some past energy here, and I'm seeing new energy at the same time. So there's somebody, it kind of feels like giving you the silent treatment. You know, that attitude where somebody goes off and they're all quiet and pouty, and that's supposed to get a reaction out of you somehow, you know? But I'm seeing something new coming in too, though. You might want to watch out for this, though, because what it looks like is coming in may just be a real quick on and off kind of thing. Because we got Page of Cups, Knight of Wands. So that's not very stable energy right there. It's not. I don't know. You may, with that Emperor, Two of Swords there, and the Nine of Wands, you may not jump into this head first, though. Some of you don't even really know who you want to be with. Some of y'all might just want to stay fucking single for a little bit. I don't know. I'm getting a real strong vibe here where some of y'all are closing out 2024 like, just everybody leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Let me just do me. Some of y'all are kind of going into hermit mode a little bit. And I'm going to tell you, when you do that, and you can't fake it, this is the important part. People try to fake it all the time, and it doesn't work. When you really step into that energy where you're trying to be left alone, you don't want to mess with nobody. You want to just be by yourself. That's when people start coming into your life. You can smell that energy on somebody, dude. It's attractive. And I don't have time to unpack all of the properties behind energy and why that happens, but that happens that way. Whenever you step back and you're like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Then that's when the love offers start coming through. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. But whoever this is giving you the silent treatment, it's not really telling me much about that person at all. It's really not. It is not saying a whole lot. Let's get the overall outcome for Aries. I'm not going to do any advice for the weekly forecast. We're just going to get the general outline and the outcome. What's the overall outcome for Aries for the week? Now, you avoiding toxicity. You avoiding toxicity at all cost. And you're guarded. You ain't letting nobody in. Like I said, I think a lot of y'all are just trying to stay single. Or at least just keeping yourself in your own little safe space. Like, let me just do me. I'm going to stay in my own little bubble. Leave me alone. And I tell you, for the way this fucking retrograde's been going and the heavy, intense waves that come in, that's probably a good thing. I'm not going to do any advice, like I said, but it looks to me like you're on a pretty decent track. I'll give some personal input, but I'm not pulling an advice spread. With the way this retrograde's been feeling and the waves that come in so unpredictably, you know, you'll be feeling good, like, hell yeah, I'm good and energized, I'm motivated. Then a wave hits you like, blah. that can cause some disruptions in connections. So I don't see anything wrong with that. This is the last week of this damn retrograde. And I don't know. If it was me in your shoes, I would probably end it in my own little hermit shell too. All right, Taurus, what do we got for you this week? What do we got for Taurus for this week? Ooh, you karmically tied to somebody. I see communication coming in too. Let's see, is that the same person or is that different people? Let me see. Ooh, I think I'm seeing communication from a past person. I'm thinking somebody that you're karmically tied to from the past wants to communicate to you. I think so. Yep. Six of Swords, Eight of Cups reversed, Page of Swords. But with the Page of Cups in the reversed, I'm not really seeing a love offer being made. I don't know why. What I'm thinking is that this person has just not had a lot of luck replacing you. So they've been waiting on the perfect open door of opportunity to come forward and communicate with you. And they're probably going to try to throw a pity party. I think that's what they want to do. What they want to do is they want to test to see how bendable and flexible you are and how susceptible you are to a pity party. Yeah, I think a reconciliation attempt is what's in the intentions here. I think so. Well, okay. Let's get the overall outcome for Taurus. Overall main general outcome. Ace of Swords reversed. Communication isn't working I don't think it's working the way they expected. I don't think so. Some of you may straight up ignore this person. Some of you may. For those of you who don't, communication is going to be funny. Because like I said, there's ulterior motives behind it. When there's ulterior motives behind it, it's not going to go very smooth. Because they're poking and testing for something, and you putting your foot down, standing rock solid, and it ain't working. So it's getting kind of awkward and weird and strange and funky. So the outcome is one hell of an awkward ass conversation, but no new start in love. If I could throw a little personal input in there, I would say that, you know, if it just feels funny, if it feels awkward, if it feels weird and it feels off, don't be afraid to back away. Don't be afraid to do that. Just try not to let it pop off into some drama. Try not to. I know you don't have 100% control of that, but at least try to minimize the drama. You know what I'm saying? All right, Gemini. Gemini. What messages do we have for the Gemini family for the week? Death card reversed. Oh, man. Is this going to be a whole week of past energy? 3 signs in a row, past energy coming up. Some of you dealt with a Scorpio in the past, possibly. Oh, no, it's a past person watching you. That's what it is. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. A past person watching you, 6 of Cups. Death reverse, that's past energy, dude. And they watching you, especially those of you who are either in a relationship or you're dating and talking to people. I think they're watching you very, very, very closely, hoping to see something bad happen to you. Yeah. Yup. How many bitter, salty fucking exes are out there watching their ex, hoping to see something bad happen to them, you know? Oh, I can't wait till you get cheated on. I can't wait until you get dumped on your ass and left for somebody else. That's what I'm seeing here. And the funny thing is, you know, when you're the one with pure intentions, you ain't going to attract shit like that into your life. See, the toxic one always wants to see you fail. You know why? Because if you don't, it exposes them for being the toxic one. They don't want to see you do better. Because if you go off and do better, it's going to expose them for being full of shit. Because every time a relationship comes to an end, 95% of the time, both people are pointing the finger at each other, right? But what exposes the truth about who the toxic one really was? What happens when y'all break up, right? If there was, in fact, one toxic person and one non-toxic person, it's not always like that. A lot of times it's two toxic people. But let's say there was one toxic and one non-toxic. What happens? The non-toxic one goes off and goes on a healing journey. They go off and heal. They get themselves together. When they start dating again, it's going to be very, very different than it was last time. They're not going to play the same games. They're not going to go through the same bullshit. They're going to go on the healing journey. The toxic person just keeps going and bouncing around and repeating the same cycles with everybody else they get with. And it exposes. If you watch, you're like, oh, okay, I see who the toxic one really was, you know? All right, what's the overall outcome for Gemini, though? Overall outcome, Ace of Coins in the upright. World card, you're starting a whole new cycle. Whoever it is, past person is, I don't think you're going to have to worry about it. Oh, look. There's the Stalker card again, right at the bottom of the deck. I think you're starting a new relationship, and they're just watching the whole thing. Yup, they watching the whole damn thing, dude. But it looks like new love coming in, but it doesn't look like something that's coming in real quick and sweeping you off your feet. But yeah, at least something new is coming in. I don't know how serious it's going to be. There's definitely something new coming in, but this person's watching the whole thing. If I could put a little bit of personal input into it, give them a show to watch. Give them a show to watch. You know, kind of flattering. You want to sit around and watch my business all day? Well, I'm flattered that I take up that much space in your head. Okay. But not really a whole lot you can do with a situation like that other than let it motivate you. Let it fuel you and motivate you. I don't know. I like it knowing that I got haters that watch me. I love it. I love it. It motivates me, dude. You know? I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's somebody that knows me or somebody that don't know me. If I know you watching me, that's going to motivate me. All right, I'm going to piss you off today. I'm going to go another day fucking winning. And I'm going to do it because I know it makes you mad. That's the only personal input I could give you on something like that. All right. Cancer. What is the main general outline of the messages for Cancer for the week? Woo! Ace of Cups, though. You know what that means, right? New love. New love. At least communication. Communication's coming in. And I do think that it will end up resulting in a new start in love. I think so. Some of y'all may be in a weird position where you may not have time for a relationship right now, though. Yeah. Some of y'all may have a lot on your plate, or that could be the other person. Somebody here is a little bit busy for a relationship. So things are moving really slow. But new communication coming in is going to end up resulting in a long-term relationship. I just think that one, the other, or maybe both of you just has like a lot going on. This isn't picking up and moving real fast. It'll probably just be mainly communication based in the beginning. Scares you a little bit nervous. A little bit nervous, but the good news is, so far, I'm not really seeing anything you need to worry about. Looks to me like somebody with some rock solid ass intentions. That's good. That's good. Okay. Yeah. Let's get the overall outcome of the situation. For those of you just now tuning in, I'm not doing advice tonight. I don't have time. I have a lot of other work to do tonight. I'll put some personal input in if it fits, if it's appropriate, but I'm not pulling advice spreads. What's the overall outcome for Cancer? Woo, you and this person coming together. Nobody's getting ghosted, so don't be tripping about that. Some of y'all are scared of getting ghosted. If you're scared of getting ghosted, that you don't have to worry about that. You do not have to. What it is going to be kind of slow, though. I don't think it's going to take very long before you realize that this is headed in a very positive direction. Slow, though. This is kind of boring. It's moving slow. The only thing, if I could put some personal input into this, is don't be afraid to take things slow. Don't be afraid of that. Now, when I say take things slow, sometimes people come to me for readings dealing with a person that they've been talking to for 6 months. 6 months? Y'all been in the talking stage without making anything official for 6 months? Nah, there's no one size fits all for this, but there is common sense. Like that's not slow. That's a red flag. That's a red flag right there. Okay. I can see maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month, but once we get past the 1 month mark, that's when I think any normal person should be tapping their foot like, okay, where are we going with this? 6 months? No, that's a red flag. That means that whoever you be dealing with got something else going on behind the scenes. They got some people in their DMs. They live in some other little double life that you don't know nothing about. Just saying. All right, Leo. Leo. What are the messages for Leo for the week? What are the messages for Leo? Ooh. It feels kind of like you're starting to lose interest in a situation. Like there's some kind of situation, I don't know if it's past or a potential new person, that you've been waiting to see if anything is going to come of this. And now it's getting to the point where you're just not waiting anymore, not even really interested anymore. That's what it feels like to me. Thank you, Danielle, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. King of Pentacles. This kind of feels like past energy to me, though. Kind of does. So now, honestly, I'm feeling like for those of you interested in the past person, you're giving up on that, throwing in the white towel, and something totally, completely new is coming in. This is all new. Not a past person for all of you. Some of you, it's a potential new person or a love interest. But whatever the situation is, it's getting to the point where you just throwing in the white towel, saying, fuck it, I'm not waiting on you no more. Something newer or better is coming in. So let's see the overall outcome of the situation. Overall outcome. What's the overall outcome? High Priestess reversed. Ace of Pentacles, slow new start. What is it with this? Ooh, gonna be very sexual. It might kind of turn into a sex-based connection. It might. You're not walking away, though. Nobody's walking away. Nobody's getting ghosted. Going to be very, very sexual, more than likely, but not very emotional. And that might kind of start freaking you out a little bit. It might. I'm thinking, though, that this is supposed to be the start of a whole new cycle, though, for real. I think so. Yeah, this is the start of a whole totally new cycle. So whatever it was that you were waiting on, it's probably a good thing that you went ahead and released it and let go of it. Because, I mean, you got to ask yourself, how long should I sit around and wait to find out where things are going with somebody? What's the appropriate time? You know? So we closing out 2024. We about to carve out a new timeline for 2025 and releasing any baggage from 2024 is going to be very, very important. Very important. Now, even though, well, I guess it depends on who you are and where you live, but for a lot of us, 2024 turned out to be a lot smoother than most of us thought. That doesn't mean that it's going to be smooth forever. We're coming up on some big changes collectively. Big changes. Now that trails off into a different topic for a different video, but we're all entering into a new cycle collectively. It's very important that we release any baggage that doesn't seem like it's wanting to take the same path that we are. Any baggage. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all, but try not to let a connection turn into a sex-based connection, right? Try. It's hard, I know, but do the best you can to try to make sure you all are connecting on all levels. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, but if you're not connecting on all levels, that's going to cause problems later on down the line. All right. Virgo. I guess I'll use this one. Virgo. What are the messages for Virgo for the week? Uh-oh, Two of Cups reversed. There may be somebody you're walking away from, honestly. There very well may be. Yeah, I think you're making a head over heart decision to walk away and be done with something. Yeah, okay. Ace of Cups for you too, though. That's good. Wow. See, okay. For some reason, I don't know why this happens. This has happened the whole 6 years of my career. Every time I do an all signs weekly reading, there's one general theme that most of the signs share. And it's always something different, but and I have 20 different tarot decks on my table here. So every time I pull a new spread, I do it with a different deck. I never pull two spreads in a row from the same deck, ever. And the same general theme keeps coming through. And that is releasing old baggage, even if it hurts to have to do that. And it's making way for new things to come in. Now, some of you may be having a hard time walking away from this situation, especially because some of y'all were repeating a toxic karmic cycle with this person. But it just does not seem like this person is wanting to cooperate with the soul contract you all are involved in. What's the overall general outcome for Virgo? Overall general outcome. I think a lot of you are kind of taking a little break and focusing on your money right now. Again, another general theme. Aries got a very similar message. Taking a little break, focusing on your money. Some of y'all may be tempted to get swallowed up by some unhealthy habits too. So that's kind of a weird monkey wrench in this reading. It's telling me that some of y'all may want to kind of go off and do your own thing by yourself, but especially if you have some little extracurricular activities that you enjoy, this week may be a time where you want to be careful with that because it could swallow you up. You know, you like to go out and party a little bit, have a little dranky drink, a little smoky smoke, or whatever it is you like to do. The energies are going to be really, really heavy this week, especially since your planet has been in retrograde. So, yeah, be careful with that. There's nothing wrong with going off and doing you and, you know, being by yourself, focusing on your money, focusing on your goals. But, you know, the energies are going to be really, really, really heavy. Really heavy. Ain't nothing wrong if you like to go have a little drinky drink, but one thing that it can happen when the energy's really heavy, you know, and it's just heavy. You know how it feels when it's just heavy. And during this fucking retrograde, there's been waves of heavy fucking energy. Go to the bar, have a couple drinks, boom, makes you feel fucking amazing. Like, yes, finally, I'm being distracted from this heavy energy. I might want to go do that again tomorrow. And then it becomes a little bit of a routine. All right? Man, yesterday that was so much fun when I got off work. Went and had me a little drink. Man, I'm going to do that again tomorrow. That was awesome. Careful. I get it. Oh, you bet your whole damn skippy ass I get it. I totally understand, dude. Totally understand. Just be careful with that. Whatever it is, whether it's drinking, smoking, popping, gambling, you know, whatever it is, just be careful. Be careful with things that make you feel really, really good. Careful with that. All right. That was a weird message. Okay. Libra. What are the messages for Libra for the week? Some of y'all are dealing with somebody that's extremely immature and inconsistent. Could be a fire sign for some of you. Could be dealing with somebody that's sending you mixed signals. You feel an abnormally strong connection with this person. That you have a lot of options available to you, a whole lot. But for some reason, there's just this one person that's really fucking heavy in your energy. And I think you know at one level or another that this person isn't serving your highest good, being stuck in your energy. Let's just put it like that. But you can't seem to shake this person's energy for some reason. Even if you done been out dating around, there's still somebody's energy weighing on you very heavily. And it's fucking you up a little bit, dude. That's all I'm really getting here. I'm not really seeing a solid decision being made. Like I said, plenty of options available to you, but it just doesn't really look like anything solid is coming in and sticking. Whoever this energy is that's really heavy, weighing on you, I'm not seeing a love offer being made. For some of you, you know that, but you just want to shake their energy, but can't. Okay, well, what's the overall general outcome for Libra? Overall general outcome for Libra. King of Pentacles. Looks like you're holding it all together, barely. Well, let me just put it to you like this. Nobody knows that you're fighting to keep it all together. Same cards. Look. Exploring new options, but just not really finding anybody that fits the bill. Some of y'all aren't even really able to find somebody that you can connect to. I'm seeing communication coming in. There's somebody coming in that's interested in you, but you're not really connecting with them. I don't know if they're just emotionally immature or y'all just ain't vibing like that, but it just doesn't really seem like much of anything is going anywhere. And to that, I would say, When you are taking action towards anything, I don't care what it is. If you're taking action towards something and it ain't working, it's because it's not supposed to work. When it's time for something to happen and you're taking action, that thing will happen. So whether you're out looking for another job, or you're looking for a new house to move into, or you're looking for a new relationship, or you're just trying to go out and meet another friend, if that door isn't opening, it's because it's not yet time for it to open. Trust and believe. The universe sees what you're doing. The universe sees what you want. That door will open when it's time. If anything, to me, well, the relationship I personally have with the universe, I can sleep at night knowing that I took action, even if it's not working out, even if what I'm trying to do is fighting against me. As long as I'm taking action, I can sleep at night, because it's like, okay, well, if it's not working, at least I know it's not time, because if it was time, the universe would be letting it happen. So I'm good. I did my action. I put forth the work. I put forth the effort. The universe sees it. That door will open when it's time. See what I'm saying? All right. Oh, damn. Scorpio. Two of Pentacles. I'm going to put that back in the deck. Scorpio. What are the messages for the Scorpio fam, man? Messages for the Scorpio family. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Some of you dealing with an earth sign. There's somebody waiting on an opportunity. Somebody from the past. This past energy. Somebody from the past waiting on the right opportunity to break the silence. But they're not seeing the opportunity. So it doesn't really look like anything is happening. Doesn't look like anything is happening, man. Now, again, the good news is, what would, most of the time, what would a past person consider a good opportunity? Think about it. Somebody you fell out with in the past, especially if you fell out and it ended badly. What do you think they would consider to be a good opportunity to come forward when you're at a weak point, right? Something bad happens. You're at a vulnerable place in life. Most of the time. There's exceptions to everything, but usually that's what an ex would consider to be a good opportunity, right? So that means ain't nothing bad happening to you. Ain't nothing bad happening to you. This kind of looks like a rough, bumpy week, though, closing out this Mercury retrograde, though. I mean, just generally speaking, Two of Pentacles in the reverse, Four of Wands reversed. Just generally all around, work, home, and everything in between, it's going to be bumpy. There's going to be lots of stupid little challenges, lots of stupid little shit that's not working out right, technological failures, communication failures. It's just going to be a frustrating week. It's going to be a frustrating week for you in general. So this isn't really a general reading, but that's coming through very heavily, so I have to say it. What's the overall outcome for Scorpio, though? Anything new coming in? Anything old coming back? Overall outcome. No, it's not really looking like anything new's coming in right now. Not really. You're still in the middle of a transformation process. Yeah. But I'm telling you, though, a past person is still watching and waiting on the right opportunity to come forward. They are. And you all are still karmically tied with uncleared karma, too. Just to let you know. So, to that, I would say, do the best that you can to focus on nothing but healing from the past. Now, is that the end-all, be-all? Is going to fix everything? No. But if you don't heal from the past, you can almost guarantee that if you're faced with the past again, it's going to be a repeat cycle. Because if you're not healed from the past, that means you're still holding the same vibration that you were holding the last time you talked to the person. Vibration is the primary law. Okay? So if you carry the same vibration to the table when you connect with somebody, you're going to manifest the same outcome that you manifested last time. So that's among many fucking reasons. That's one of the main reasons why healing is so important, especially if you do want to reconnect with a past person. But even if you don't want to reconnect with a past person, you want to let go of that vibrational weight, especially if you're expecting to ascend up to a new vibration. Because in order to attract a vibrational match that vibrates at a different frequency, you're not going to be able to remain energetically tied to somebody on a different vibration. You're going to have to change vibrations. In order to change vibrations, you have to release the past energy. Then you can attract a person that vibrates at a different frequency, which is the only way to manifest a different outcome, okay? I hope I made that understandable. If that was confusing, I apologize, but I want you all to understand that. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What is the overall situation and messages for Sagittarius for the week? Uh-oh, Eight of Pentacles reverse. Some of y'all dealing with somebody at the workplace, possibly? Hang on. I know that's not all of you. Workplace. Or maybe somebody at the workplace is interested in you. Really heavy workplace energy here. I can't help it. There's somebody at the workplace that's into you. Into you. Now, for those of you, for some of you, it could be your boss. I'm trying not to get too specific, but some really specific messages are coming through. Some of y'all be fooling around with your boss. Just going to say it. For those of you messing with your boss or anybody at the workplace for that matter, if you're wondering if this is going anywhere, I don't think it is. Matter of fact, somebody might end up getting ghosted from this situation. Doesn't have to be somebody at the workplace. I'm just having really, really, really heavy workplace vibes coming through. Could be an earth sign for some of you, I guess. But whoever this is, whether you're into them or they're into you, this person is a devil card, Seven of Swords. Which, AKA, not somebody you need in your fucking life anyways. So, there is some past energy in here too. So for those of you wondering about a past person, I'm not really seeing much coming of that. So if you're wondering if communication is coming in from the past, it doesn't look like it. Yeah. If you're dealing with a past person, I feel like the universe is closing the door on that situation. Even if the contract is incomplete. All right. What's the overall general outcome for Sagittarius for the week? Overall general outcome for Sagittarius for the week. Woo! For those of you doing something business-wise, it's looking like there's a lot of energy supporting that this week. Y'all focusing on your money. Looks like something good. Fine. I know this isn't a general. This isn't general. But something to do with work and finance is really heavy in your energy. But what's not heavy in your energy is a workplace relationship. So, but yeah, for those of you working on something business-wise, it looks like it's about to start paying off. Holy shit. For those of you dealing with a past person, like I said, I'm not seeing communication. For those of you dealing with your boss, that's not going anywhere. Could be possible new communication coming in from a new potential love interest, but it's not telling me anything about it, so I'm not sure if it's going anywhere. If if I could put some personal input into that, I would say, don't let anything distract you from your goals. I'm just going to put it at that. Keep your eye on your goals. Stay focused on your goals. If there's anything that even smells like it could possibly pull you off your track of reaching your goals, don't do it. Don't do it. All right. Capricorn. Is there a deck I haven't used? No, I've used them all. All right, Capricorn. What messages do we have for Capricorn? Ace of Pentacles. Hang on. Oh, somebody's stalking the shit out of you. Somebody's stalking the hell out of you. So that Ace of Pentacles, for some of you, I'm thinking that it is more than likely a new start in love. But again, with the Ace of Pentacles is a slow new start. So there could be a new offer or opportunity making its way into your life. It's not moving real fast. It's not like y'all are coming together and getting engaged tomorrow. But there is somebody watching the whole thing. Another very common message to come through here tonight. Of course, isn't that what they say? Mercury retrogrades always end up triggering as past people coming back. So maybe that's the reason why everybody's ex is watching them now. Maybe. If you got unfinished business from the past, there may be a lot of energy supporting somebody from the past coming back. It doesn't look like it, though. Looks like they're just watching you. Yeah. I'm thinking, though, that whoever this is that's coming in, there's quite a bit of potential for success. And the person from the past does not want to see that. I already went off on that tangent a few minutes ago. But something new coming in, though. That's good. And let's see the overall general outcome for the week. Overall general outcome for the week. Oh man, this connection is going to start getting intense. It's going to start getting real intense, but it's still moving slow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're going to start getting real intense, but moving really, really slow. I don't know if I have any personal input for that, to be honest with you. Because whenever you're in that type of connection, especially with a new person, and it's growing like really intense, and you know, when it starts consuming your thoughts, and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with me, dude? Why am I thinking this shit? Because it's moving slow. Then when it starts moving slow, you start getting nervous and scared and freaked out. The only thing that I can say, and I don't even like hearing myself give this advice because it's really hard, is to try to manage your expectations. But that's like damn near impossible. Whenever you start feeling a connection this intense, your expectations just develop a mind of their own, you know? But if you can, try to manage your expectations of others. You have to be okay with the worst case scenario. Again, hard as fuck. I get it. But that's the only advice I can really give. If I'm connecting with you, I have to be totally prepared to be totally okay with it not going the way I want it to go. If you end up being a lying, cheating sack of shit, I'm cool with that. It is what it is. Ain't no skin off my back. All right, Aquarius. What are the messages for Aquarius? What are the messages for Aquarius? Seven of Cups reversed. Some of y'all are going into hiding. Especially if there may be one or two of you that's been on so many dates or talk to so many people, and it's just nothing is working out right. You can't find anybody you're connecting with. So some of you also too have a lot built up inside, and you don't want to spew that out on the wrong person. So you're kind of isolating yourself a little bit is what I'm seeing here. Especially if there's somebody specific you have your eye on and it ain't really going the way you want it to go. I'm feeling like that for a lot of you too. There may be I don't know if it's a past person or a potential new person, but I feel like there's somebody that you have your eye on and the tension is really starting to build because it's just not going the way you want it to go. So before things blow up and explode, you're just kind of shutting down and isolating and going. Some of y'all just may go completely ghost and silent. Okay. Well, overall general outcome, that sounded like an outcome to me. Is there anything else in this outcome here? Whoa, Emperor. Don't try to control what you don't have control of. See, a good leader, a good emperor, which basically you as the leader and the creator of your life experience, doesn't have control of very much of anything. In order to be a good creator of your life experience, a good leader, a good manifester, it's a trust-based process. Don't try to control things that you don't have control of. Now, I'm not advocating that you just be lazy and don't do nothing, but so many people right now, 90% of their problems would be solved if they would just get out of their own way, you know? So I agree for those of you who feel like just kind of stepping away from everybody, stepping away from everything, and not allowing the bomb to go off on anybody. But just make sure that you're actually processing through that shit. Don't just isolate yourself and be away from everybody and just stew in your negative thoughts. Be processing through it, because you do have a new soul contract due to come in. You do. And I don't think the universe is going to allow it to come in while you're going through this. Also, too, I don't think the person that you have your eye on is the next person due to come in. So that could be blocking it from coming in too. So work on releasing anything that is not working in your best interest, anything that's working against you rather than for you, and clear the path for what new is ready to come in. 2025 is going to be a whole new timeline, okay? All right, Pisces. What are the messages for Pisces? Five of Swords reverse. Hang on. Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Ooh, Lover's card. So there's somebody you got a real strong connection with. Could be a past person for some of you. Death card reversed. Could be a Scorpio for some of you, but feels to me like whether it's a past person or who, there's somebody that takes up a lot of space in your head. A whole lot. A whole lot. And I am feeling like the two of you are going to have the opportunity to connect. But it might drive you a little bit crazy because it's just a tease, because it really doesn't look like it's going anywhere right away. You know, like the two of you may finally end up in communication again, but it's almost like this person has their walls up. There's some big wedge being driven between the two of you. So it's not looking like it's getting to that happily ever after phase like you would like it to. Maybe for some of you, this person could be sending you mixed signals, but this looks like a very frustrating situation. Extremely. What's the overall outcome for the situation? Overall outcome. 9 of Pentacles for you too. You're going solo for a little bit. A lot of signs tonight are taking a little solo trip for the week. A whole lot. For those of you dealing with a past person, I think you will be able to get closure. But your feelings aren't going anywhere, though. Yeah, you're taking a little solo trip for the most part. Starting a whole new cycle. A whole new cycle. For those of you dealing with a past person, I'm seeing closure. If it's not a past person that you're interested in, I'm seeing it as just the burden getting heavier. Right? You're starting a whole new cycle, though, either way. Man, I'm trying to come up with some new advice for you. Because the only advice I can give you off the top of my head is advice I've already given like 3 or 4 other signs. I don't really have any new advice. We're closing out a Mercury retrograde. We're closing out 2024. We need to work on releasing as much of the old baggage from 2024 as possible if you want to make sure that you're carving out a positive energetic pathway for 2025. If you're dealing with a past person, get that closure and let that be it. Maybe you can talk again later on in 2025 to get whatever closure you need to get. Release anything, even if it's a fake, shady friend. If there's any friendships that kind of seem a little bit forced and fake and shady, be cutting anything out of your life that's weighing you down, holding you back, making you feel like shit, making you question your self-worth. You don't need to carry that shit into 2025. There's no need for it. You're better off going into 2025 completely alone than dragging all this energy into 2025 of people that you don't know where you stand with them. You don't know if you can trust them. Being directly connected to them makes you feel like shit. Release all that, okay? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that all my signs of the zodiac needed to hear for the week, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of the video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey.